the scale. This is from SmartHeart. It's a talking digital scale, and it does talk to you to tell you your weight. You can turn that voice off if you want to, maybe for privacy reasons. There are people around and you just don't want everybody to hear. But what I like the fact that it talks is because sometimes it might be difficult for you to stand and lean over and see the number. Maybe first thing in the morning, usually when we weigh ourselves and we don't have on our glasses, it's hard for us to look down and see the correct number. So having that voice talk to us just makes it so much easier. We've got it for you on 3 flex of $12.32. And all you need are 3 AAA batteries, and that's it. Quick, accurate body measurements. We're gonna give you all of the details here. And Matthew Peters, who's a registered nurse, is joining us. And Matthew, always great to have you Skyping in.
Hello, Tamara. It's nice to be with you, and it's nice to be with all of you at home, and it's nice to talk about our weight, right?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, exactly. I heard silence. So, okay, we're going through this time where we're all stuck at home, and the 2 things that I'm hearing about, like number 1 and number 2 is, what's my weight? I got to check my weight. I'm eating too much. Am I exercising enough? You got to get a reliable thing. The other thing is the haircut, which you'll notice my hair, by the way. But I want to talk first about the brand. So this is made by Viridian SmartHeart. All right, they make things like blood pressure monitors. We know this, Tamara. They're a friend of HSN. They give you a 1-year warranty on this product. They make this with clinical accuracy in mind. So here's the thing. You're going to get those batteries included with your purchase. Those are rubber feet on the bottom, so they're not going to, this isn't going to slide around on you. It's a very stable and sturdy. You'll get quick readings because it's built with very high-tech sensors. So you get those sensors that gives you a quick readout. It's gonna give you a consistent readout. The other thing it's gonna do is with this tempered glass, it weighs about 4.5 pounds. It's gonna be nice and steady on the floor. So I know that my old scale looked similar. Not as nice as this, but it looked similar. The problem with it is if I was tired or if there wasn't much light around, I would stand on my old scale and it would shift just a little bit. So I'd almost have to brace myself against the wall to make sure that it picked up the reading. With this from Viridian, you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna, show you how to use it in the studio and how easy it is. But the other thing that I love about it is, I know you mentioned that it's a talking scale, and it is. I'm gonna mention first, because my mom tried the scale out and she said, I love it, Matthew, but does it not talk also? And because she doesn't want us to know what her weight is, right? So discretion is perfect, but it'll talk to you in English. It'll also give you your weight in Spanish. So it'll do those 3 things. And again, the batteries are included. And I like the fact that it's a nice, smooth, beautiful tempered glass surface. So that keeps germs away. You can simply take your wipe it down, keep it clean, and you're ready to go, Tamara.
Very nice. And we're going to demonstrate that in the studio. Donna's joining us. And so, and we have the mic up there so that you can hear very clearly. But very simple.
142.4 pounds.
Oh, they go all the way to the point.
And you see how quick that was too, right?
Yes, you stand on, it gives you quick, accurate measurements, and you're not waiting forever, which means, because sometimes if you've stepped on digital scales and you're waiting and you're wondering, is it working? It's flashing, but I don't see anything. And then maybe you step off and then there's an error. No worries, you stand on the scale, it tells you your weight. That was in English, it can also read it in Spanish as well, and you're good to go. And I love too that you don't need to charge anything. 3 AAA batteries and you're done. Oh, and can I stand on it also in my socks, not just bare feet?
Absolutely. You can. I mean, some people are really, really picky about their weight and they want to wear exactly the same thing or the same nothing every time they weigh themselves, and that's perfectly fine. You can do it either way. It's nice and stable. Again, I can't emphasize enough. And I'm going to show you the talking feature. If I can put this up to my mic, let me turn this back on, because it doesn't matter if you are checking your weight because you're starting a walking program, maybe your doctor told you to, but there's a button on the back, and I'll show you that.
The device is ready for use. Pound.
So if you can hear that.
The device is ready for use. Kilo. El aparato está preparado para el servicio. Kilos.
And that's all you have to do, Tamara. After you put the batteries in this, you have a little button right on the back. You're just going to press that to toggle through those options. I can't emphasize how important it is to get your accurate weight. So anything from if you're watching your fluid intake, if you're working with your doctor for any sort of issue, but it's fitness time. I mean, a lot of people are focused on, you know what, I'm stuck at home. I'm gonna really focus on getting out and starting my walking program. I want to keep tabs on my weight. But you have that old scale or the scale that might look great at home but not work too well. This looks beautiful. You can put it anywhere. I know I keep mine kind of in the corner of the kitchen. You can keep it in the bathroom. It goes everywhere, but it gives you accurate weight. And with the sensors, it's accurate and stable.
Yes, and I like that you were mentioning, you know, a lot of us maybe initially we started eating a little bit more. Maybe it was stress eating, maybe it was just I'm boredom eating, but now we're realizing, okay, I've got to get it together. But how far do I need to get it together? So this helps you with that.
142.4 pounds.
Accurate. Accurate, quick, simple. You can be barefoot or not. It's strong. You don't, even though it's glass, it's tempered glass, you don't have to worry, uh-oh, is it gonna be able to hold my weight? This is made for standing on. It's made for the purpose. And I like that we've got these for you now on 3 flex of $12.32 because I think everyone needs a scale. You don't have to get on it every day. You don't have to, you know, kind of stress about it. But there are those times where we are gonna need to know how much we weigh. And I like the idea of having that accuracy right in, you know, in arm's reach. And that's what we're talking about. Backlit display as well. So if you do decide to turn off the sound, you can even still easily read the number.
Tamara, you know, I cannot overstate the importance of that display because, you know, if you're, like you said, if you don't have this talking to you, you want to be able to see it. If it's not easy on your eyes, you're going to have to turn every light on in the house to get that reading and see it. Weight is so important for so many reasons, but it gives you confidence too, just to know that, you know, maybe you gained a few ounces over the last few days. You can kind of keep everything in check. It helps you to plan out. It helps you to plan your exercise routine. It helps you to forecast, you know, the calories that you can consume and the exercise that you must do to get rid of that. And it's a good motivating factor. And I'll tell you, the difference with this scale, and Veridian did this on purpose, you know, the difference with this scale is the fact that it has these 4 sensors, so that gives you that very quick weight, you know, reading. If you have another scale that doesn't have that technology, it might look similar, but it's going to take you longer to get readings. Yes. Your readings will jump around and they'll vary. As long as you have this, and look at that, rubber feet, so it's not going to slide around. Have it on a nice level surface at home. The tempered glass takes care of everything else. And look at that beautiful, beautiful backlit display. It's going to be nice and bright in the low lit settings. So it's one of those things that's simple, and every household might have a scale. Right. Get the right one. And if you don't have one with these features, upgrade today.
Absolutely. I like that, like you were mentioning, how simple it is. If you're not very much a techie person, and there are some scales, they'll tell you everything from, you know, what you dreamed last night. You don't need, you know, most of us don't really need all of that information. We want that number. I have a scale that I've had for years. What I like about this one, different from mine is very sharp on the ends. It's a square. This is rounded off. So just these small features that make it so much more user-friendly, particularly when maybe you weigh yourself first thing in the morning.
142.4 pounds.
Again, same every time she steps on it. Haven't you seen scales where you'll step on it and then you get off and you step back on, it's a different number. You get off and you step back on, it's a different number. Yeah, that one's not accurate. This one, accurate every single time. And so if you wanna go for it, Matt, I think this is a great one to have. And like you said, you cannot overstate the point that it is important for us to not only know our weight, but if we're trying to do something with that information, whether it's lose weight, gain weight, or maintain weight, the only way we can really know that is with a scale and seeing it, because it's not about, well, my clothes still fit, so maybe I didn't gain any weight. Not true.
Tamara, one more point. You're all getting your telemedicine visits with your doctor over your video camera or Skype right now, okay? They're going to want to know your weight. So you want to get a reliable source because they know that people are subject to weight gain and things like that during times like this. They're going to want to know this. Get this home so you can tell them the accurate reading.
That's very true. And sometimes the dosage is dependent on your weight, depending on what it is. So very important. Thank you so much, Matt.
My
Great
pleasure.
to have
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
And you can keep shopping with SmartHeart. It's 696-647. That's the number to get that talking scale.